me, don't you? Collect the beats. You hate me, don't you?
So Drake brought this fake death row chain. You know what I mean? A lot of people been seeing it. He know he been going around trying to collect. Offset went on and said that all the songs and features that Drake did, we all know Drake did a lot of features with Migos. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a good light we can shine on Drake in the midst of all the L's he been taking in the bad light that's been being shined on him lately. Ice-T spoke on the damage of fentanyl, spoke on the death of Mike K. Williams, and also the death of Coolio. Kaiwa Technologies, you know what I'm saying? A Japanese company, a Chinese company, has developed a robot that can give birth for 9 months. And what's going to happen to this child once it grows up in society? Is this going to be looking like a human, and it's going to be an android? It's gonna be yo, what's up? What's going on? What's happening? What's going on, y'all? This Wednesday, you know what I mean? August 27th, you know what I'm saying? 1:55 in the afternoon, you know what I mean? Going on 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been all right out here, not too hot, you know what I mean? Probably about 85, 90, and that's a cool day out here, being that it's been 100 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Got a little breeze today. Ain't too hot, sun is shining. Good day to go for a walk or something, you know what I mean? Take your pets outside. Take your dog for a walk around the block or something like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, episode 292, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoyed last episode, you know what I mean? Little showing you a little bit on exotics on Broadway, you know what I'm saying? Seeing a few little Lambos, McLarens, you know what I mean? Like I said, it wasn't as lit as it was last year, but it's all good. Still had a cool time, you know what I'm saying? Still was able to show y'all a few of those whips, you feel me? Also got to show y'all DDE's Lambos and Skinny's Lambo and all that. That was just a little quick little reflection on episode 291, exotics on Broadway out there in Monterey, you know what I mean? But I got some topics for you today, you know what I'm saying? Some conversation starters I want to talk about, you know what I mean? Episode 292, you know what I'm saying? If this your first time here, this is where we go over the news, headlines, updates, current events, everything that's going on that done hit your headline, that done been in your face, you know what I'm saying? All this that done been hitting you in your face with a headline, whether you logged on the internet, whether you logged on Yahoo, Google, you know what I'm saying, Hip Hop DX, whatever it is that your homepage is, whatever headline that was hitting you in your optical, I'm probably touching on some of that right here on Kons Podcast, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned and keep it locked Monday through Friday. I'm hitting you with something, you know what I mean? Sometimes it ain't always gonna be news. It's gonna be about something like yesterday's episode, you know what I mean? Went out there to the car show out there in Monterey last weekend, you know what I mean? And I was showing you the footage on that. So it ain't always gonna be news, but most of the time, 90%, it's gonna be news, headlines, and updates, current events, and everything and that's happened. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, you know what I mean? We're gonna be touching on today, you know what I'm saying, about Drake buying this fake death row train. You know what I'm saying? We all been seeing that. Gonna touch on that, got some clips for that. Offset spoke on Drake and some love that he showed to the Migos early on. Also gonna speak on IT, touched on the damage the fentanyl is doing. Talked about Michael K. Williams and Coolio. And also Kaiwa Technologies is developing a robot that can give birth. I told y'all AI is taking over. I mean, stand by. Keep tuned in for the closing thoughts. So without further ado, without no more banter, chit chat, let's jump right into these topics, you know what I'm saying? So Drake brought this fake death row chain, you know what I mean? A lot of people have been seeing it. He know he been going around trying to collect different hip hop items and such. So he brought this death row chain, and fans is making comparisons. So he said it was supposed to be Tupac's old death row chain, and fans making a comparison saying that it is not real, saying that it is fake, pointing out the way of the words, the diamonds, the way the death row man is sitting in the chair, the engravings on the back, everything is just don't seem to be the actual chain from Tupac. Suge Knight even said that whoever Drake bought that chain from, he need to go back and beat the out of them and whoop their ass because they sold him a fake chain, you know what I'm saying? So these next little clips you about to see is first I got the clip of Suge saying that, and then I'm gonna show you a clip of somebody that some clips that I used before. You gonna recognize him when you see him. I've used a bunch of his clips speaking on it and breaking it down for you about Drake buying this fake death row chain. Check it out.
That's not a Tupac chain. That's not a death row chain. But back to Drake. Whoever sold you that chain, Drake, you need to go beat his motherfucking ass. played you. Matter of fact, on the low, shoot that fool name and number. Address if you got it.
All I want to advise you, bro, is I saw on the back of the chain that says, "All Eyes on Me, 1996," presented to Tupac. "All Eyes on Me, 96," or something like that. Well, just so that you know, Suge gave those chains out to people, especially the first round of chains in 1995. Y'all listen to that clown Daz. he said he met him at the airport and gave it to him, which that wasn't true.
The streets are now saying that the chain that Drake purchased from Alexander Batar is not Tupac's actual authentic Death Row Records chain. Now, over the last couple of hours, I've seen a bunch of posts where people have posted discrepancies between the two chains that we're seeing. As we can see here, Tupac's authentic initial chain, and then pictures of the chain that Drake purchased, and people saying that this chain is not real. You feel me? And then we had former executive and security for Death Row Records, Reggie White, who said that the chain that Drake says or purchased says 1996 on the back, but Pac got his chain back in 1995.
You saying, you know what I'm saying? That was Suge saying, you feel me? Whoever he bought it from need to go back and whoop his. Matter of fact, if you got an address, send it to me. Offset went on and said that all the songs and features that Drake did, we all know Drake did a lot of features with Migos. You know what I'm saying? Walk It Like I Talk It. Man, I can't even think of the other. But Walk It Like I Talk It is a major one. You know what I mean? That he did with the Migos. I think he was on the Versace song that he did with the Migos. And Offset went on to say that he ain't never charged him for none of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a good light we can shine on Drake in the midst of all the L's he been taking in the bad light that's been being shined on him lately. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely something cool. Definitely showing love with that, because he's somebody like Drake. He could have charged him $250,000. That's exactly how much he was worth, knowing that Drake is the superstar that he is. And he said he did it off of love. Said he pulled up for video shoots, did verses and all that. Never charged a penny. It was never no hassle. It was easy going, smooth workings. When it came to working with Drake, Offset spoke on this. So the next little clip you're about to see is him on the Full Sin podcast, and he was speaking on it, and also a clip of Lauren LaRosa from the Breakfast Club speaking on this same matter. Check these clips out.
Offset, talking about Drake. You were just talking about Drake. Offset was on the Full Sin podcast, which is the podcast by the Nelk Boys, and he was talking about a lot of things, because you know Kiari just dropped his new album, and he was talking about the relationship with Drake, because Drake supported the Migos so much in the early days of their career.
Sure did.
Let's take a listen to Offset.
You've done a few other songs with Drake, right? No Complaints.
No Complaints.
That's a banger.
Came through for me on that one. That's my dog. Drake.
Have you been in the studio with him?
Yeah.
How many songs did like Migos and you have with Drake total? So many, right?
5 or 6.
Has he always showed love to you guys?
Always show love. Always pull up to the video shoots, all this. Don't make it a hassle. Don't be charging nothing. Even we was little like didn't charge, didn't like, because a lot of artists his size will bully the record. Be like, I'm gonna do it, but I want all the publishing, all the. He ain't do none of that. Equal splits.
That's love that.
Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, Drake's been one of his best verses ever on the Migos.
Migos and you have a Drake total. So many, right?
5 or 6.
Has he always showed love to you guys?
Always show love. Always pull up to the video shoots, all that shit. Don't make it a hassle. Don't be charging niggas nothing. Even we was little niggas like didn't charge, didn't like, because a lot of artists his size will bully the record. Be like, I'm gonna do it, but I want all the publishing, all the. He ain't do none of that shit. Like,
that was a clip of Lauren LaRosa and Offset speaking on how Drake been showing love, giving away free verses, no hassle, easy going, easy to work with. Ice-T spoke on the damage of fentanyl, spoke on the death of Mike K. Williams, and also the death of Coolio. You know what I'm saying? He spoke on them and said how they affected him, and said that this is real, that we have people like them passing away with fentanyl in their autopsies coming up after the death of these celebrities. You know what I mean? He said Coolio was his homie, and that's what really hit him. He explained this in a documentary coming out called Fame and Fentanyl. You can look it up. It came out on A&E. It dropped on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So this next little clip you're about to see is just a video breaking down what he was saying in that documentary and how he was saying the dangers and effects of fentanyl hit him close when Coolio passed away. Check this out.
He said the deaths of Coolio and Michael K. Williams were the final nail in the coffin. In a new documentary special, he's getting brutally honest about the fentanyl crisis. He said that's when you go, yo, this shit is real. He's hosting a 2-hour special on A&E called Fame and Fentanyl, where he reflects on losing his friends. He explained that Coolio was healthy and didn't want to die, highlighting the danger of recreational use. Recreation is a game, but this is no longer a game, he stated. Ice-T also revealed that he and Michael K. Williams had plans to work together before his tragic passing. He compared a fentanyl death to getting hit by a car or getting shot because it's so sudden and unexpected. While Ice-T doesn't use drugs himself, he stressed that this crisis touches everyone. The documentary will also explore the deaths of other stars like Prince, Tom Petty, and Angus Cloud, featuring interviews with their families and law enforcement experts. The special aims to show the devastating impact of fentanyl on people from all walks of life. Fame and Fentanyl premieres on A&E on Monday, August 25th.
So, you know what I'm saying? The good little AI videos I like to use, breaking it down, just giving you an extra voice without mind, letting you further know on these topics that I talk about. Yo, excuse me, pardon this interruption, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, now is your time while I'm interrupting my episode, you feel me, for you to hit that subscribe button. If you ain't hit that shit yet, now is your time to hit that subscribe button right now, you feel me? Hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? That means you're gonna get notified every time I drop some of this fire content that I'm dropping for you Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? Please hit that bell and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment on what you want to say, on what you feel about these topics that I'll be covering. You know what I'm saying? Pardon the interruption though, you feel me? Let's go ahead and get back to the episode. Just wanted to remind you to hit that subscribe button in case you haven't done it yet. Now's your time. Did you do it yet? Because I just gave you time. I'm just fucking with you. Let's get back to the episode though. Kaiwa Technologies, you know what I'm saying? A Japanese company, a Chinese company has developed a robot that can give birth. A robot that can give birth. You know what I'm saying? They have developed technology that a robot can carry out a pregnancy and give birth to a baby through artificial wombs and artificial nutrients and supplements fed through the baby through hoses, it says. That is going to, I guess, replicate the umbilical cords and such in a womb. You know what I'm saying? They have developed a technology that the robot is going to be able to give birth to a baby. You know what I'm saying? This next little clip you're about to see is just someone breaking it down, 2 people actually breaking this down and what they have developed by having a robot be pregnant and give birth out of an artificial womb to a baby. Check this clip out.
China has developed a pregnancy robot, a humanoid designed to carry a baby from conception to birth. It's created by Kaiwa Technology in Guangzhou. This robot features an artificial womb in its abdomen, aiming to mimic human pregnancy by 2026, costing around $14,000 USD. Supporters say it could revolutionize fertility treatments and provide alternatives to surrogacy. But critics warn it can't replicate maternal hormones, immune responses, or emotional bonding, sparking intense ethical debates. This humanoid pregnancy robot challenges our very idea of motherhood, a bold step into the future with profound ethical questions. The real question is, what do you think?
Is another proof why humanoid robots can be scary to us. A robot that can get pregnant and give birth. A Chinese tech firm claims its latest invention, a lifelike robot with a built-in artificial womb, could carry and deliver human babies by 2026. A Chinese company, Kaiwa Technology, says it is building a humanoid robot with an artificial womb, inside synthetic amniotic fluid, a neutron tube like an umbilical cord, and even a delivery system. So basically a robot pregnancy. The founder unveiled this at the 2025 World Robot Conference in Beijing. Price tag around 100,000 yuan, that is about $14,000 US. I mean, not exactly cheap, but also not unreachable. They claim the prototype can simulate all stages of pregnancy, implantation, fetal growth, and even birth. But here's the catch. No public studies, no human trials, and experts warn key challenges like placenta function remain unsolved. So is this the future of helping families with infertility or the start of women being replaced by machines? Right now, it's only a prototype, but they promise a public demo by 2026, which is just next year. Okay guys, what do you think? Is this a medical breakthrough or dystopian nightmare? Tell me in the comments.
Scene that was them breaking it down to you that they have developed a tech that a robot can give birth. Lord have mercy. But that's all the topics I have for you today. You know what I'm saying? That's all the topics I have for you today. And everything we talked about today, just to let you know in this episode that Drake bought a fake death row chain. You know what I'm saying? Fans was comparison it. Drake, we all know he's been going around buying up a bunch of hip-hop memorables, collectives, whatever it is that you want to call it. And he bought a fake Tupac chain. Fans is making comparisons and getting on him about it. Offset, I let you know that he revealed that Drake never charged him for nothing. No verse, no pulling up to a video, no nothing. Back at all the support he had for the Migos. Showing them love. Drake was showing love. Also let you know, Ice-T spoke on the dangers of fentanyl, said it was really real to him and hit him hard when his homie Coolio passed away, and his autopsy said that he had fentanyl in his system. Also let you know that Kaiwa Technologies, a Japanese or Chinese company, one of them, has developed a robot that can give birth to a baby, that can carry out a pregnancy. Lord have mercy. But now I'm fine for the closing thoughts, the Kons final and closing thoughts of the show. You know what I'm saying? This is where I give you my final thoughts and what I feel about these topics that we just went over. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Episode 292, you know what I'm saying? So time for Kons closing thoughts, you feel me? So Drake been out here trying to buy up all the memorabilia to hip-hop, you know what I mean? Trying to make himself look cool. I don't know what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? Make himself look like a fan of hip-hop, a student of hip-hop. Maybe he loves it, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But he's been out here buying a lot of memorabilia, a lot of old chains from rappers, stuff that was sick, that was landscaped and cemented in hip-hop. Things like Tupac's chains, Tupac's ring, you know what I'm saying? Pharrell's chains he had, you know what I mean? Just different things in hip-hop, you know what I mean? He's been going around buying up, but apparently he bought Tupac's chain. That it was supposed to be Tupac's death row chain, but fans making a comparison saying that this is a replica. We all know Suge Knight handed out a bunch of these chains in 95. We all heard Reggie Wright speak on this on Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? Suge gave out the real death row chains in 95. You know what I'm saying? To a selected few people. Pac was one of them. You know what I mean? And people was making the comparisons to the chain, to the diamonds, to the way the dude's sitting. Nothing is the same with this chain that Drake just bought. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing the same. You know what I'm saying? It's all looking really different. You know what I mean? It's definitely looking like a replica and a fake. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's with him trying to buy up all the memorabilia, but being that you are doing that, somebody probably took advantage of that and said, yeah, I see what you doing. I got Pac's old chain, want to buy it and charge him whatever amount that he can get, you know what I'm saying? And him not knowing, just wanting to show clout or show that he can do it, you know what I'm saying? Him not even being a real fan of Pac probably, you know what I'm saying? Just went and bought it, not even without no looking at it, without no, you know what I'm saying? No, nothing. Just went and copped it because you just believe whoever this dude was said that it was Pac's chain. Man, he's a jeweler. Jewelers is hustlers. You know what I'm saying? They want that dollar. They want you to spend that money. So he got you. You know what I'm saying? You got. That's what it is. You know what I mean? For sure. Because the chain definitely looked fake when you look at the comparisons or Google the comparisons with the pictures and all that. You know what I'm saying? The chain definitely, it's definitely no comparison. You know what I'm saying? It definitely looked like a totally different chain. It's different design. You know what I'm saying? It's different diamond work and all that. You know what I mean? You can clearly see. You know what I mean? So Drake, I don't know. I also just read that somewhere he was granted to see Kendrick's contracts. You know what I'm saying? It was granted to see all of his contracts and all of that. We need to drop that, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense for you to try to keep pursuing this lawsuit of Kendrick Lamar. It's retarded, you know what I mean? But yeah, he brought a fake chain out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to look cool, I guess, buying up hip-hop's memorabilia. Offset said, also Drake, speaking on Drake, that Offset said he ain't never charged him for nothing. All the features that he did with Drake. I'm saying all the features, all the songs Drake was on with Migos, you know what I mean? Everything he did for him, pulled up the video sets, video shoots, no charge, no hassle, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's something I thought that was dope of Drake. You know what I'm saying? Being that regardless of all the, despite the L's he taken and despite how light-skinned he been showing the world that he is, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was pretty dope. You feel me? That I thought it was pretty dope that he just pulled up without no type of invoice, no type of charge. You know what I'm saying? That's Drake. He could have charged 250 bands for a verse. You know what I'm saying? Especially them songs that he owned took flight. You know what I'm saying? Them songs that he owned made a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? You mean tell me Drake wasn't getting a dime from that? You know what I mean? That's love, you know what I'm saying? And that's love for sure. That's definitely something positive that we can shine on Drake for that. You know what I mean? But Drake definitely has did a lot of features out here. He has put a lot of M's in his pockets for sure. I say that. That's safe to say. You know what I'm saying? But now the stuff you doing is just wow, man. Suing for you lost a battle and all this and that. It's just not cool, man. It's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Go on to drop that lawsuit and get back to your life. Get back to making music, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want. You know what I mean? Just stop doing this light skin stuff, wanting to sue and all this and that. And you just got Kendrick on your mind and you pursuing this lawsuit and now you granted to see his contracts. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. But that's what love, though. You know what I'm saying? Doing the verses and all that for free 99. That's what's up. Ice-T was speaking on the realness of fentanyl out here. You know what I'm saying? The fentanyl is for real out here. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Michael K. Williams had it in him when he passed. Coolio, Prince. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these celebrities had fentanyl in them when they was passed away after the autopsy came back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the government is just saying that, putting it out there, putting dirt on these celebrity names. We all know the government love to do that, especially with a celebrity that they don't with. You know what I'm saying? They love just shining dirt and airing out dirty laundry on that person. So we don't know for real. You know what I'm saying? But now he was just speaking on the dangers of it and how real it is once Coolio had passed away from it. You know what I mean? He said that's really hit home, being that he was a homie. You know what I mean? And fentanyl is definitely real out here. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers putting that in tree. You know what I mean? Something as innocent as marijuana. A mother plant that ain't never killed nobody. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker is putting fentanyl in that. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. You know what I mean? Yeah, why would you put all this fentanyl in something so innocent? You know what I'm saying? Leave tree alone, man. Leave tree and kids alone. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, man. And animals, you know what I mean? Leave them alone. I think they're all innocent. You know what I mean? Especially cannabis. You feel me? Cannabis ain't did nothing. Cannabis ain't never caught a body. You know what I'm saying? So just knock it off. Stop putting all these hardcore chemicals infested with them and all that, and then want to sell them out of dispensaries and wherever you selling infected cannabis. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool. Leave it alone. You feel me? It's something that's innocent, helping people. You know what I'm saying? It's a medicine that's really getting people by today, and you want to poison it and try to make the government realize it and see that it's being poisoned and infected, and they gonna snatch it off the market from everybody and make it just harder to get. You know what I'm saying? So cut it out. Knock it off. You know what I mean? Stop putting fentanyl on everything. You know what I'm saying? You druggies. There's a drug-infested society these days. Got these rappers, that's all they talk about. So then you got these youngsters, that's all they want to do is drugs. It's sickening. A tech company. I told y'all AI is taking over. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make this quick. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all AI is taking over, though. You feel me? Now we got a tech company out of Japan or China, one of them Kaiwa Technologies, that got a motherfucking robot that can give birth to a child with artificial supplements and artificial nutrients and fed through hoses and all that. And it's going to carry out it for 9 months. And what's going to happen to this child once it grows up in society? It's just going to be looking like a human, and it's going to be an android. It's going to be mixed with artificial DNA AI, whatever you want to call it, is not going to be a full grown human. It's going to have mixed AI and tech in it and all that, and some mental artificial supplements, and who knows what it's going to grow up to be like. What is it going to be like in society? They're just going to let it in society, or it's going to be in captivity all his life? What is going to happen with the baby? Is it going to be growing up regularly? Is it going to age? Is it going to get bigger? Is it going to grow? Is it going to stay the same size? Because this is not real life stuff. This is artificial nutrients and supplements. So how is it going to just develop and grow and get bigger? And you know what I'm saying? As we do as humans, I just don't understand. I have so many questions, you know what I mean? But it's artificial intelligence, and it is taken over. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? It is taking over. It's coming for everything and everybody. That's why they putting billions of dollars into it. You know what I'm saying? For it to just mimic what we're doing as human beings. They doing that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Wipe us all out or something. You feel me? What else could it be? Why are you spending all this money trying to make artificial intelligence and robotic technology mimic us and take over doing what we're already doing? The fact that y'all got tech to have a robot give birth to a child is disgusting to me. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I said AI is a bad thing a long time ago. I'm still standing on that. It's horrible. It's the worst thing that you can do to human, to mankind. You know what I'm saying? It's the mark of the beast. I think it's the end times. I think that's what that represents. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Because, I mean, it's just coming to take over everything that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Once you put money into artificial intelligence developing life, that is something different that we all need to think about. You know what I'm saying? I think we all need to sign petitions or something, damn it, and have them just stop the developments of artificial intelligence. Just knock it off. It's going way too far at this point. Because having a robot develop a child is man, I don't even, man. AI is taking over with this podcast, and you're going to find that out that AI is taking over. I'm going to slowly let you know. I'm going to implement this in the news daily, weekly, whatever it may be, to let you know that artificial is coming for you, for me, for your moms, for your grandma, for your brother, for your sister, for your children, everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's coming for you. You know what I mean? But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? This has been episode 292. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. You know what I mean? It's been Kons Podcast. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing anything you wanted to do when it's popped up, no matter who you was, whether you was a little brother, little sister, whether you was a little cousin, could have been cousin Pete, cousin Man, could have been cousin Pookie, could have been cousin Greg in them. You know what I'm saying? Could have been cousin Pete. You feel me? Whoever you is, you could have been a grandma, a grandpa, a mother, a father, an auntie, a uncle, whoever you is. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got pets that sit there that watch this right along with you, whether your pet could be a cat, you have a pet dog, a giraffe, you have a pet hedgehog, a pet ferret, a squirrel, you have a pet flying fish, you can have a pet dinosaur, you can have a pet tiger, a pet lion, whoever your pet is. If they sitting there chilling, yawning, licking on their face, licking water, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, that they watching Kons Podcast with your pets, got, you know what I mean? How many podcasts you know that give a shout out to your motherfucking pet? You feel me? But yeah, man, this Kons Podcast, though, you know what I'm saying? The beat you hear creeping up was made by none other than my boy Infectious. You know what I'm saying? A beat collector, beats, and West Coast killer bees. You feel me? The man has made beats for the Wu-Tang Clan, for Killer Bees. He has made beats for motherfucking Joe Mafia. You know what I'm saying? All kind of Wu-Tang members. You feel me? You done been in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Man got pics and done chill with Raz Cats. You feel me? But yeah, shout out to my Infectious. You know what I'm saying? That's the beat you hear creeping up. That's the beat y'all finna hear during these credits. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to my nigga Infectious. You feel me? That's the beat you hearing, you know what I'm saying, creeping up behind me. And that you gonna hear behind these credits. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. Monday through Friday, Kons Podcast has been episode 292. Thank you all for watching.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand? Do you understand that? Do you understand that?